on my windowsill for about 2 or 3 days, the seed, and I'm going to peel off the skin. Don't throw this skin away. Throw it in your plants. It's actually really good for your plants. Some of you guys were asking about like recipes, things you could do with this. So as I'm trying to get all this little seed off of here, what you can do with this is, one, I could chop this up in fine little pieces. And then after I cut this up in fine little pieces, I could boil it for about 5 minutes until it's really soft. Then add it to a teapot. Let it infuse itself for about 5 minutes. Drain it into a cup with some honey because it's a little bit bitter. And sometimes the skin, like if it's not been sitting long enough, it's a little bit rougher to get off. So here, like when it's been sitting a really nice long time, it pops really easy. This one's probably been about 3 days. This one's gonna be a little bit harder. This is about 2 days. The one I just put up from yesterday, you can see it's still pretty intact, okay? Just using my nails. I'm gonna stop this just so I can go back to it, okay? All right, you see the discoloration on there? I'm not concerned about that. As it starts to oxidize, it will change colors a little bit. Now we're just gonna cut this piece up. It's not as hard as you think it is once it sits for a little bit. You can see I put my bowl of all my skin here. I can throw that in my plant when I'm done. You can also grow avocado plant with just using the seed inside of it. But avocado plants take years in order to get your first avocado out of it. It is still fun to watch the process, and that's a whole nother video. Okay, so I'm cutting this all up. Now, I was talking about the tea in the first part. I could take this whole seed after I skinned it, drop it in my pot and let it boil until it softens, and then chop it up, and then steam it for the next 5 minutes, chopped up. It just makes it easier to cut it. Okay, now I got little pieces in here. I see that on my way. And some of you guys were asking for recipes. You've got to be careful. You don't want to use a lot at one time. Literally, you'd use just a pinch in your smoothie. And when I say a pinch, I'm talking like, let me show you. Should have been prepared. Like this, the very tip of this little baby spoon, just a very tip, just a little small amount, I would add to your smoothie. Put your lid on. It's going to turn into dust when it goes on. You can use a blender, food processor. If you don't have either one of those, you can just roll with a rolling pin and smash it that way. Presto.